The Chicago Bears go to Dallas this week to take on the Cowboys. And guess who the defensive coordinator is for the Dallas Cowboys? That's right, it's our favorite coach of Bears history, Matt Eberflus, the guy who got fired mid-season last year. If we don't beat Matt Eberflus, I might go insane. I'm already kind of going insane, but I might go fully insane if we lose to Matt Eberflus tomorrow. My name is Aiden Gister, and I'm your host for ATG Bears Breakdown, where I will be giving a pregame preview of the matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Now, before we get to this video, I'm going to be trying to do a Q&A with you guys. I want to get some more fan interaction, and the best way to do that, in my opinion, is through a Q&A. So if you guys have any questions, any commentary you want me to react to, please leave a comment down below, and maybe you'll be included in my Q&A segment. Hopefully it's coming out next week. I would assume Friday, Saturday, but please leave those comments down below and I'll try my best to include all of you. All right, let's get into the video here. Bears injury report, I'm going to be honest, is not looking very good right now. Karan Amagaji, he's on the IR with an elbow injury. Not as important. He's our 10th offensive lineman, but it's crazy that a third-round pick is already probably off this team next year. TJ Edwards, he's out with a hamstring. He's our best linebacker. Really sucks to miss him. Kyler Gordon, our starting nickel, he's out with the hamstring. Also sucks because he might be our second best defensive player. Jalen Johnson, our best defensive player, he's on the IR with a groin injury, probably out for the season. Just not a good sign for the Chicago Bears defense. Jalen Jones, our backup corner, he's out with a hamstring. And usually this wouldn't be as big of a deal, but two of our starting corners are out. He would probably get some playing time, and he's also a good member of our special teams, so not having him is going to suck. And DeAndre Swift, our starting running back, he's questionable with the quad injury. Holy shit. We have a lot of injuries. Oh, man, dude, those defensive injuries are just going to kill us. It kind of showed last week. Not kind of. It really did show last week. We got 52 points scored on us. Who am I kidding? So I think the only way we're going to win this battle is if, A, the defensive line needs to get to Dak Prescott. We cannot have Dak Prescott have so much time in our pocket. And most of our defensive line is all healthy, so hopefully they can get to the quarterback. Also, we need our offense to lock in. I feel like this is going to be a shootout because that Cowboys defense isn't very strong. And let's show Matt Eberflus who he is missing out on. Let's drop 40 on Matt Eberflus. That would feel fucking amazing, especially if we got the win. Let's go through the Cowboys injury report real quick. They're missing Deron Bland and Trayvon Diggs, both with a foot and a knee injury. Trayvon Diggs might play. He's only questionable, but it would be nice if they're missing both their starting corners because then it kind of provides a easier access for the Bears offense to hopefully score some extra points because I feel like this is going to be a really high-scoring game. That Dallas defense hasn't looked very good up to this point anyway. I think the Giants scored 37 on them last week. So with these two guys gone, I feel like it's going to create some opportunities for Caleb to throw the deep ball a little bit, hopefully get some yards, and hopefully help us win the game. If you guys are enjoying this content so far, please like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can see all of my future uploads. I'm going to be trying to post at least 5 days a week, if not 6 or 7. But yeah, this video is coming out a little bit late, and I apologize for that. I had some stuff come up that I wasn't expecting. So from now on, I'm going to start posting these pregame reactions a couple days earlier just to eliminate any of this lateness. But besides that, yeah, I'm going to be trying to do 5 videos a week. So if you want to see any of that Bears-related content, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, let's continue with our Bears stats here. Some notable Bears stats from the first 2 weeks. Week 1, they got embarrassed by the Minnesota Vikings. They had it won, and then they lost it. 27-24. Horrible performance by the defense. The offense wasn't very good, especially second half. It was just abysmal. The Detroit Lions game last week, defense played even worse. 52-21 loss. And what sucks about both of these losses is they suck in different ways. The Minnesota game, we lost when we shouldn't have lost. We had the game won, and then we just thumped. The Lions game, we got blown out so bad, and we got our asses embarrassed. Ben Johnson's return to Detroit was a huge embarrassment. Like, man, dude, we need to get a win. We need to get a win, or else these guys are just not going to... Remember last year when we went on that long-ass losing streak and the play got worse and worse and worse until that Packers game? It's going to be the same thing. These guys are not mentally tough, and we need to give them a win, or else this season's off the rails already. Caleb Williams, through the first 2 weeks, has 417 yards, a 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, and 61.5% completion percentage. Now, the yardage, pretty good. Like, it's not bad, it's not great. 210-ish per game. It's not horrible. But the touchdown to interception ratio, I'd say is pretty decent. The one pick was nasty, but like it wasn't like anything crazy. He kind of threw a Hail Mary up and it just got picked off. 4 touchdowns, pretty good. And I did include that rushing touchdown by Caleb, just so you know, but not bad. What's bad though is the 61.5% completion percentage. Even last year he had 63, so we need to see this number rise closer to that 70 mark that was set as a goal at the beginning of the season. Because if we don't, it just means that Caleb's not being accurate enough. We're missing opportunities, and this offense needs to go off tomorrow in order to have the victory. All right, so some Dallas Cowboys notable stats. Week 1, they played the Eagles. They lost just barely to the Eagles, 24-20. And if CeeDee Lamb didn't drop those few passes, they probably would have won that game. Dallas is a better team than people are saying that they are. They have put up some really good offense recently. The Eagles' defense is pretty difficult, and they put up 20 points. Should have put up more if CeeDee didn't drop those balls. It was kind of an impressive loss in a way. Week 2 last week kind of showcased both sides of the ball. The offense looked really good against the Giants' defense. That defensive front from the Giants couldn't get any pressure. But that defense, man, for the Cowboys, 37 points to Russell Wilson and the crew, just not good, man. And that's good for us. Hopefully Caleb could do even better. Because I have a feeling that at this point in his career, Caleb Williams is a better quarterback than Russell Wilson. So I hope this Bears offense can produce similar to what the Giants did last week. But we also have to find some success on the defensive side of the ball, too, where it's going to just get out of hand. I just think, you guys, that our offense is the key to victory tomorrow. We're missing too many starters to rely on that defense, and it kind of showed the last 2 weeks. We need Ben Johnson to start locking in better calling, better quarterback play, better just play in general on the offense. We need to run the ball more effectively, and we have to score as many points as possible because this is going to be a shootout. That Dallas offense is really good, and we're not going to be able to stop them very effectively, in my opinion. All right, I'm going to be going through each different group, the offense, the defense, and the special teams for both teams, and seeing who I think has the better offense, defense, or special teams. Now with the offense, they have a better quarterback in Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott has been playing like a top 8 quarterback at this point in time this season. I like their skill talent. They have CeeDee Lamb. They have Jake Ferguson, who's been playing really good. They have George Pickens, obviously, who's a really good wide receiver too. They also have, what's his name? Javonte Williams, their running back, has been doing really solid. I just think that, especially with our tight end usage for the first couple games, DeAndre Swift hasn't looked that good. I feel like they have better players for their position groups. And their offensive line, I would say about push. The Bears' offensive line, solid all around, not great, not horrible. Cowboys have really good interior. Their tackles suck. So I feel like that's a push. But overall, I would say the Cowboys' offense is better than the Bears' offense, which is really scary because if the Cowboys' offense is better than the Bears' offense and our defense isn't really good, that's not setting us up for success. Who has the better defense? Both defenses have looked horrible throughout the last 2 weeks. And I really just can't give a winner here. They just both have looked too bad, and just, I'm going to say push here. I feel like both teams can take advantage of the bad defenses and score hella points, and I feel like this is going to be a shootout. Should be fun to watch. Hopefully the Bears can come on the other side of that. For the defense, I'm going to go with push here. Now, special teams, it's obvious. The Cowboys have a better special teams. They have the best kicker in the league in Brandon Aubrey. Their punter's solid. They have, what's his name? Something Turpin. He's probably the best punt returner in the NFL, if not top 3. The Bears special teams hasn't looked very good. Torrey Taylor, not very effective. Cairo Santos missed some kicks, hasn't looked very effective either. Our blocking assignments don't look very good. Devin Duvernay's all right. We haven't had any crazy plays on the punt returns. I feel like overall, the Cowboys special teams is obviously better than the Bears. All right, I'm going to be going through a few keys to victory here, specifically 5, and how the Bears can actually win this game. I'm going to say it's going to be a hard matchup, but we need to win this game if we have any chance of making the playoffs later down the road. 5 keys to victory. Number 1, Caleb needs to ball out. There's no excuse for Caleb not to ball out in this game. That Cowboys defense isn't very good. They should be motivated against Matt Eberflus because it was a shit show last year, and hopefully they want to beat their old coach. And man, Caleb's looked better from week 1 to week 2, but if we see that week 2 to week 3 jump, I feel like he has a chance to put up a lot of points and look very good. So hopefully Caleb can ball out, because if he doesn't, we're just not going to win this game. All right, my second key to victory. Our D-line needs to get to Dak. Guess how many sacks we had last week? We had 0. And guess how many sacks the Packers had on the Lions the week before? I think it was 4. So our D-line needs to do a hell of a lot better getting to the quarterback. We got no pressure on Goff last week, no sacks. It was just we let Goff have all day. And if we do that with Dak, Dak's going to slice us up. Our corner's already injured. Our linebacker's injured. We have to get to Dak in order to stop this game from getting crazy out of control. And none of our defensive linemen of note are out. So we should, in theory, be able to get to the quarterback with our starting lineup, I would hope. Knowing Ryan Poles, probably not. But yeah, man, we just need to get to Dak. We can't give him all the time in the world in the pocket. And that's my second key to victory. My third key to victory, we need to stop Javonte Williams. He's been running all over people the last 2 weeks. The Giants have a really good D-line, and he had hella yards last week. I don't remember the exact number, but they have over 200 rushing yards for the season. So that's really good, especially compared to the Bears. It's way better than the Bears' running game has been thus far. And Javonte Williams isn't even that great of a running back in theory. So we need to stop Javonte Williams. We need to set the run effectively, force Dak to pass a bit, and hopefully we can get some pressure on Dak and cause them to mess up. Whoever makes the most mistakes in this game is going to lose. So we need to stop Javonte Williams. That's the first step in creating mistakes for the other team. Now, my fourth key to victory, we need our run game to lock in. Likewise, we want to stop Javonte Williams. We need to run ourselves. DeAndre Swift may be out for this game. We don't know. Or if he's in, he might have limited snap share. If so, I'm really hoping they play lots of Kyle Monangai. He's our 7th round rookie for this year, and so far in training camp, he's looked pretty darn good. I want to see him go out there, get some real carries, because last week he only got carries in garbage time, and I want to see what he can do. Maybe he's better than Swift. At this point, we don't know. It would be crazy to say that he's better than Swift now, but I want to get some different looks at running back, especially because this is the opportunity to do so. If we don't run over them, we have to rely fully on Caleb, and I feel like that's just not a key to success. We need to set the run effectively. Also, stop the damn penalties, man. It's been killing us. We've been having so many drives where they look promising, and then false start. Don't all right, you. False start. DeAndre Swift. Holding. In face mask. It's atrocious. It's honestly atrocious. We need to stop the penalties. We need to be more cognizant of what we're doing on the field. Especially the pre-snaps are the ones pissing me off because, dude, we're having good drives and then a false start kills them. So we need to lock in, stop the penalties, and if we make less mistakes, I feel like we have a way to win this game. Now, my score prediction. I cannot predict Matt Eberflus to win. My gut is telling me that the Cowboys will win, but I feel like the Bears might have some edge, especially because Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator. And therefore, I have the Bears 30-27 over the Cowboys. I was thinking of making the overall score a little bit higher, but I just don't trust Caleb Williams going for more than 30 points. And if the Bears are going to win, I feel like it's going to have to be in that 30-point range. Keep Dallas at 27. And here's why I predicted that score. As you can see, we have 3 heads of Matt Eberflus. He's the best coach in the National Football League by far. He helped the Bears have so much playoff success last year. Helped the Bears win a Super. No, I'm just fucking kidding. He's the worst coach out there. We need to beat him. We need to get our revenge. He fucked us up for so long. We need to get Matt Eberflus beat. So let's show Matt Eberflus who the Chicago Bears are, why we hired Ben Johnson, and show why we aren't pretenders. All right, you guys, this is a must-win game, I'm going to have to admit. If we don't win this game, we're 0-3. We're probably not making the playoffs. If we want any playoff hope, we have to win against Dallas tomorrow and then go into the Raiders Stadium and win there. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you can see all my future uploads. Let's spam the Eberflus in the chat. We need to manifest this shit because whatever we've been doing the last 2 weeks hasn't been working. Hopefully the Matt Eberflus curse happens again where he fumbles against the Bears because he always makes the Bears worse. So in theory, if you flip it around, he's going to make the Cowboys worse and the Bears are going to win. This is delusional Bears fan logic. I apologize. But yeah, I hope you guys have a nice day. Sorry for this video coming out late. Next week, I'll post it a couple days earlier. I just had some stuff come up this week. But yeah, I'll see you all next time.